Joining me tonight in Hollywood, Mark Sawyer, who is the director of UCLA's Center for the Study of Race, Ethnicity, and Politics. And tonight in New York, attorney Tamara Holder. Mark, Tamara, that PSA we just saw is using Chris Brown's alleged attack on Rihanna to try and get teens to stand up against domestic and dating abuse. The voice you heard in that PSA was a man reading the official detective's affidavit in the Brown case. Verbatim, really. Mark Sawyer, is this PSA necessary, or do you think it's a bit over the top?
Brooke, the violence in that PSA is shocking and outrageous, but it's necessary. We don't take domestic violence serious as a culture. We take it serious legally, but we teach girls to, forgive and forget and let these guys back in and, buy his records again. And we need to take a stand. And I think the PSA goes right there to show the violence of the behavior.
So maybe we do need to see the visuals. We do need to see it this way in order for it to really sink in, possibly. Tamara, do you think the PSA will actually reach and impact the kind of young women we just heard about, the ones who are sympathetic to Chris Brown?
I couldn't disagree more with this PSA. People see this violence in their homes every single day. And 9 out of 10 cases aren't even prosecuted. We don't need to watch a PSA to see violence. The problem is, what do we do about it? Not watching it on the TV, not video games that portray violence, not PSAs. What are we doing to fix it? Why are people being violent in our country, and how do we solve it? Not showing people beating each other up.
Yeah, well, I really just don't get how some people are being sympathetic towards Chris Brown. According to the allegations, he allegedly gave Rihanna a relentless beatdown. And to that end, there haven't been many celebrities, particularly in the music industry, who have come out condemning Brown for his alleged attack on Rihanna. P. Diddy has come under fire for what he told Ellen DeGeneres about the incident. Watch what he said.
I don't think that it's right for anybody to hit anybody at the end of the day, and I don't think it's right. I think that we all have to be honest with ourselves as adults and people that have been in relationships. We know sometimes those relationships get ugly, and sometimes it doesn't come out into the forefront the way this one has come out. And it's a lot of stones being thrown, and we don't know exactly what's going on.
Mark Sawyer, is P. Diddy sending the wrong message here?
He's definitely sending the wrong message, and I think it reflects something that Tamara said, which is we try and push domestic violence into the private sphere. We try and take it as something at home, keep it out of sight. But we need to see it. We need to see the violence, and we need to see what's going on. Girls need to understand what's happening and see how ugly it is. And when you see it, and boys need to see it as well, and see it in all its ugliness and what that kind of behavior looks like. We can't hide this, and P. Diddy wants it to go away and makes excuses about we don't know what happened and, how do we know, and this is just coming to light. Yeah, it is just coming to light, but it happens all too often.
You're right about that, and you cannot hide it, you cannot bury it. And Tamara, when you combine that with the fact that so many young women are still big fans of Brown, is it possible that the tide could be turning for his career?
No, I don't think so. I mean, look, this article, with all due respect, comes from a reputable author, but at the same time, it interviews a few girls. We have a large number of men and women and kids who believe that abuse is wrong, but we don't know how to solve the problem. And P. Diddy was not at all taking sides. He was saying, it is none of our business. Let's step back and let's find out what the real reason, what the
really
was
happened.
For the violence. He wasn't picking a side, and he wasn't trying to sweep anything under the rug.
And granted, Chris Brown certainly has not been convicted of anything. So we will leave it there for now. Mark Sawyer, Tamara Holder, I appreciate your insight. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.